Like that? Of course. Always the first 7 minutes. We on? We good. Helicopter is here. So, some people ask me about the blue. Last week I was talking about the blue and they say it's a vocal. It's a vocal. And somebody, I think Francesca was thinking about if it's the vocal. She didn't ask me, but I felt it. And the blue is actually, this is more light blue, and the third eye is more the real blue, the dark blue. So when we talk about psychic ability or ability to see things that you don't see, what we call blind spot, the blue is actually here. The light blue is in the neck. So we're going to talk about it tonight, a little bit, the chakra. And to go into it without going deep into the chakra thing, I'm going to teach you how this correlate to the Sfirot. Because the Sfirot, the Kabbalistic Sfirot, the Etz HaChaim, the Tree of Life, is very much similar to the chakra. Just in the Sfirot you have 10. And in chakra, the normal chakra that people familiar with is 7. All right? So, as I promised you, I'm going to talk about souls to understand that each one of us come from different type of soul. So try to think about it like this, very simple. Adam and Eve, based on the story, Bible story, Torah study, were the first human. So God, the mighty one, Elohim, created Adam and Eve. Adam in the form of a male, Eve in the form of a female. Basically, they were back to back, which means they were one human. They were not two. They were actually created in the same time. Even if, say, it took the rib, because it was translation, rib also mean side. Side and rib, it's tzela. Tzela. So when you speak Hebrew in the Bible style, tzela means side. So the side of Adam, which means the back, they were back to back like this. So they were created, one side is female, one side is a male. And when they were created, on the day of Rosh Hashanah. Most people don't know that Rosh Hashanah is not a Jewish holiday, it's actually the holiday for all human beings. It's a holiday of creation of humanity. So that's what Rosh Hashanah, that's what we're doing actually that day. So the day of Rosh Hashanah, everything taking place, we are creating ourselves again. Okay? So where is the soul coming from? All the male soul, most of the male soul, coming from Adam. Most of the female soul come from Eve. So they're supposed to meet with each other all the time. Okay, they're supposed to meet in different form. Hey, I'm excited to meet that person. So sometimes you like some people very much and you don't even know why. Sometimes you hate people very much and you don't know why. Sometimes you get jealous for people and you don't know why. All those type of people you can't stand. You hate, or you're jealous, or you love, they're part of your soul. 3 things to know. Jealous, hate, or love. For no reason. Just can't stand somebody from your soul, part of your soul. You're jealous, part of your soul. You love them, part of your soul. You don't care about them, not part of your soul. Very simple, okay? So that will help us truly to understand step by step about the different part of the people that you meet in your life. So all what you have to care is about people you're jealous from, people you can't stand, or people you love, for no reason, right? So start like that. So sometimes people born to a parents has nothing to do with their soul. Nothing. Zero connection to the parents. Zero. Why? Because when the father and mother make love to make the kid, the father mind went to Zimbabwe, the mother mind went to Alaska, no connection. And the child born, I don't know who I am, okay? But he looked like the father, he looked like the mother, and there is some type of connection, but there is really nothing going on. So that's why that kid will have no connection to the parents, because it's not the same soul. There's nothing going on there. It's just nice. Why not? I'm born to this parent. Why not? But there's no connection, okay? So the blind spot that we talked about last week, going back to that, your blind spot depends on a lot of stuff. When we're going back into the soul is a very serious thing. It was created in heaven before the body was created. So it was ready to be delivered to the body. What was the body made from? Sperm and an egg. So that's what the moment of conception between the mother and father, boom, soul is coming down. So when the soul is coming down at that moment, what type of soul coming down into what body? Based on what type of making love going on here, that what type of soul is coming down. So there is a bank of soul. You cannot blame your parents, because your parents is not their fault what they did. They can do the wrong thing, but the wrong soul will be delivered to the wrong thing. So we've been wrong before the parents did the wrong thing. Is that clear? Why I went too far with that? So wrong soul has been delivered to the wrong baker. But if we are wrong soul, it doesn't mean it's our parents. It's been, hey, me, something wrong with me. So I have to do some tikkunim. I have to make some correction. So to be born to the wrong parents, to be born to the wrong situation, to be born to the worst neighborhood is actually the best thing that can happen to the wrong soul. It's the only way you can fix it. You can fix it if you have perfect parents, perfect neighborhood, perfect everything. It's actually almost like a punishment. When you have a perfect life, it's almost like you've been punished. That's how bad it is. But when you have a life that nothing is working, that's the only way you can shine. You can shine through a problem. You cannot shine through a solution. I repeat, you can shine through a problem. You cannot shine through a solution. If you take Steve Jobs, for example, what a soul, right? Created an amazing thing. He changed the world. It's unbelievable. Whenever he had ego, didn't have ego, he was a special soul that came to the world. They fired him when he was age of 30, I think, from his job. And then he created them. He went and created another company. Unbelievable. Because the guy has a gift of creativity. You know, he has that. That he didn't need to create. He was born with that. The soul that came from heaven come with that gift. You have gift. But you also have to be born with a blind spot. The blind spot that you're born with is exactly the area that you're not going to see a thing, even if it will be in front of your eyes. You're going to miss it. Why? It depends where your soul is coming from. Now, Rabbi Isaac Luria teach in his book that I'm reading, Gate of Reincarnation. I think it's available on Amazon, or maybe it's not. Last time I checked it, they want $10,000 for the translation. I have a way to get it much cheaper. I'm talking to somebody in Vancouver, and soon it's going to be available. I'm talking to him in 2 weeks. So hopefully, because they run out, so they start selling it for so expensive. I don't know why I'm putting it on a video, but it's important to share. Important to share. But it's the truth. So this guy in Vancouver translated and did a good job. I checked his job. He did a great job. He's a rabbi that I know from many years ago, from 30 years ago. Great man. So I told him once you're ready to sell them, I will make sure people know about it. So in the Gate of Reincarnation, Rabbi Isaac Luria explained like that. The soul divided into two aspects. After they split from Adam and Eve, then there is another split. And the split is called Cain, from the son of Adam and Eve, called Cain, who was born with a female, that was his soulmate. His twin sister was his soulmate. I know it sounds weird, but that's what happened. And Abel, born with two girls, that was his soulmate as well. And that's why he killed him, actually. If you really want to know why he killed him, he was jealous. How come my brother has two women and I have only one? Let's kill him. Okay, if you really want to know what happened. Now, Cain, personality is person who know how to use his hand. They know how to fix everything. Abel personality is people who know how to use the lips. They talk. They're very good in talking. You let them make an omelet, they will burn themselves. You let them fix the shoes, they will not be able. The panic attack will happen to them. So they cannot do physical thing with their hand. They can. That's the original soul of Cain and Abel. But we're talking about 5,000 or more years after, the mix took a place. So we are a mix of many, many pieces of soul that we have. Part of it is Cain, part of it is Abel. If you want to know what you're closer to, you have to see yourself, are you capable to use your hand? Are you capable to build things with your hand? If you absolutely cannot do nothing with your hand, then you know for sure that you're coming from Abel. So your blind spot, Abel blind spot always will be with the speech, with the talk. Cain people blind spot will be always with the doing. How they drive, how they fix, how they build things. That will be the area where they stuck. So the blind spot is divided to what type of personality you have and what type of people you're going to draw into your life. For example, there is people who just know how to build. Like, I remember myself, I was a salesman for a company who sell brushes and paint for professional artists. And sell it to them, very expensive stuff. And I decided that I want to become an artist too. It's not working. I tried for 1.5 years. Studied, got the book, The paint, expensive, brushes, everything, airbrush, nothing. You go to them after 20 minutes, they have something going. They do that, you have eye, you have face. Why? Because they come from Cain. They're capable to build everything from the hand. You know, my power is the lips. That's how I survive. I grew up in a tough neighborhood. Without my lips, I wouldn't survive. That's what makes me survive, not my hand. I knew how to talk. I knew how to deliver things. So through that, I took my life with my lips, but also the blind spot area always will be in this area. I want to know what I'm saying. I want to know whether I'm insulting someone. That's the lips power. That's the Cain power. Now, I want you to take a minute for yourself and think for just 60 seconds. Look inside of yourself and think who you are. Just take 1 minute, okay? Think inside, look inside of yourself and go through your life from the time of birth and find out what type of person you are, Cain or Abel. Okay, so what you feel? What was your psychic ability gave you? What did you come up with? I want to hear from you. Anybody get Cain? Anybody get Abel? You came with Cain? Cain, wow, a lot of Cain people. What? Huh? Abel, you like to talk? Okay. What about here? Cain? So you can use your hand. Wow, you can use your hand and fix things and everything? Wow. Impressive. Wow. You talk while you do it, or you fix and you quiet? That's a sign, by the way. That's one of the first signs. Because sometimes you have a mix. Like I like to do things with my hand, but I talk a lot while I'm doing it. So that's Abel. That's Abel with Cain. That's I like to cook. So every time I cook, I will talk like forever. My God. You know, I'll talk forever about my cooking and my thing and my dinner and the thing and that. You know, can't help it. Cain don't talk, they just do. Quiet. No one, my father didn't talk at all. My father was a builder. He built famous building in Israel, huge. Not talk at all. He wouldn't even know it was him. You know? He built and he built and he built and he built and nothing. He want to build our house, to change our house, he come and fix our house. Nobody even knew he did it. He fixed everything. Quiet. What came to you? Both a mix, like me. Yeah. We have that mix. I'm going more toward Abel, which is more the talking. But if it's necessary to fix or to build something, I can do it. I wouldn't tell you I will do, I saw people do it better job than me, definitely my father. Anybody else want to share? Yes? Please? Abel, you like to talk? All right, very interesting. Remember, Cain, if you are Cain, you have to be careful from sharp knife. And you cannot have metals energy around your bed when you sleep, because it's disturbing your dream, it's disturbing your connection to the light. Also, people who are Cain energy will have issue with blood. Why? Because Cain killed his brother with blood. So when they see blood or there is connection to blood or needles or knife, they will have issues with that. That's how you know Cain. So that's the Cain people. They don't want to see, because they have that killing inside of them from thousands of years ago. So it's coming back to them. Some of them become surgeon, by the way, great surgeon, because that's the only way they can fix what they did wrong. So they're using the knife now to fix it. So the same knife that killed now is the same knife that saved a human being. So it's beautiful. It's turning everything around. So it's a great thing. Abel will be the person in the hallway who talk a lot about everything, okay? But they also can be explaining everything. And they can teach everything. Great teacher. Able, explaining everything, but great speaker, great teacher, do the mistake with their mouth. That's the fault, unfortunately. It takes both, it takes both. So, and if you let a person go ahead and do something with their hand, they're not going to be able to, So if you have the mix, so the blind spot unfortunately work both ways, which means you got to be careful with your doing, and you have to be careful with your talk. So the blind spot will attack you in both ways. It's very, very sad, but it's very exciting because wherever you have your blind spot, that's where you get the point of light. Exactly in the area where it's dark, that's where you can reveal more light. And so understand that when Cain and Abel, according to the study of Kabbalah, according to the study of Rabbi Isaac Luria, has to meet each other every life. Always they will meet each other. There will be student and teacher, teacher and student. They have to always replace seat. For example, if we go back, so Moses was Abel, and his brother-in-law Jethro was Cain. So they coming back. They always keep coming back again as a couple. Always as a couple. The person who wrote the Zohar, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, is Abel. His teacher is Akiva, Rabbi Akiva, was Cain, the K, Akiva. Always they have the K in their name. Very interesting. It's a secret. Jethro was a Keni, from the tribe of the Keni, which is Cain again. It's always it's coming back. There's a secret in that. So they have to meet each other. Rabbi Isaac Luria, the one I'm reading from, was Abel. His student was Cain. So he write about it. And they keep coming back. They keep coming back. They keep coming back. And our soul, when we meet people and we study, for example, spirituality in Kabbalah, and we elevate to the next level, we're meeting those people. So when you disagree with some people and you're upset with them, you know, some people look too slow, right? They go and do something with their hand and nothing works. They're just slow. And you say, do me a favor, just get out of here. I remember when Passover is coming and my wife want to clean the house and I want to help, she actually tell me, please leave. Please leave. Because not that I'm slow, I have a different way of cleaning and I need to think before. And I like to talk about it, write it down, and then and because I don't know where exactly you start. Where do you start exactly? So you start by order, you write it, you go, what are you doing? What is it? So she said, it's better you go take care of the kids, bring the food, and just leave me alone. It's okay, don't worry about it. And don't feel guilty. It's interesting. So the idea of Cain is doing, the manifesting. So if you have partner, Abel and Cain together, it's very good. If they know how to dance together. One talk, one do, one talk, perfect team. Perfect team, they're always going to work well together. So just understand it. It's a very powerful. So don't just the one who talk too much, because they have a job too. And don't judge the one who just do and don't talk that much. Because sometimes you're going to go to a dinner and one is do the talking and the other one just judging the plate where they build it, you know. So it's just different blind spot, different personality. Now, there's another thing I want to share with you now. And then I'll let you ask questions, then we do a little the chakra, check where exactly in what level is the blind spot exist. So, we have a section here in page 14, from Gate of Reincarnation, that we're talking about something called Ibur. Those of you who study with me before, I'm sure heard it 1,000 times. Ibur, the way you write Ibur is maybe I-B-U-E-R, Ibur. Now, Ibur, the word Ibur is almost like the word to be conceived with another soul. So you're getting another soul to come and help you. It's called Ibur. So Ibur, meaning that there is another soul of somebody who passed away, a righteous person. Righteous person means somebody who just want to give and share and help people that passed away. That there is a connection between you and them, and they coming to assist you and support you and guide you to see beyond the blind spot. So that's a gift. That's like you want to beg for that. Because they coming, and sometimes when I do meditation, you know, I'm lighting a candle, and I'm asking for different righteous people that I know. I said, please assist me. I'm not clear about my decision. I actually did it this Saturday night. I did it this Sunday night, 2 times. Okay, I wasn't sure about different thing. And Debbie asked me for a question. I said, they didn't tell me yet. So meditate, I ask, please assist me, please support me, please use my body. Because the soul going inside your body, and they either make you do good thing or say good things. So it's not actually you. Okay, am I scaring you by talking about it? Okay? So this is a way to remove the blind spot by asking for assistance from above, that called Ibur, is an additional soul of righteous person that can actually go inside your body And you're not going to feel it. It's not a physical thing. It's a spiritual thing. So you write like this. When it's coming to the person's body, that person will start to do izdakech clarification. Mean the soul of us, because the righteous choose you, is start to clean you without even you know it's happening to you. Okay? And it will take you to the same level of where the righteous person is. Can you imagine? Any righteous you can think about right now, they will take you to their level. And then he elevate the person to such a high level that when you meet that righteous person after you die, after you leave this world, okay, which is or he or she waiting for you to meet you, then that righteous will be your support system to help you and guide you. And he will help you to do more precept, more good things. The question that Rabbi Isaac Luria asked, why does he need it? Why does she need it? It's very nice of them to come and support you. But in the spiritual world, as much as we think there is no agenda, there is reason for everything. Righteous from above will not leave what he's doing to come and support you. There is a reason. Look what he said. Is the question clear? Okay? So it say, when he or she help you to do good things, you consider at that point to be their son or their daughter. Meaning they give birth to you. Because through you, they are capable to continue to do good things to people. It's almost like they're going inside your body. You ever saw the movie Ghost? Yeah. When what's her name? Whoopi Goldberg, I think, when she become like psychic and she, you know. So something similar to this, but more. It doesn't stay for 10 minutes. It stay all day. So you walk, all of a sudden you're helping a poor person, giving them a bread. It wasn't actually you. It was them making your physical body give. So you if you remember, it was a movie called Groundhog Day. So when you wake up and he gives charity or he's nice to the person, the insurance guy. So he born with an ibur. All of a sudden, you want to help. You want to do good thing. And you can't understand where it's come from. It's coming from ibur. So when he support you, when she support you, they getting rewarded for that as well because they are the one who doing it, but they don't need a body. Because if they need to do more of what they do with you, they have to be coming back and reincarnate. And if they come and reincarnate, it's a tough thing to do because then they have to deal with the blind spot again. So it's almost not fair because they have to restart everything from the beginning. So do you supporting them as well? So when you light candle, why candle? Because candle is ner, explained last week, N-E-R, which is nefesh and ruach, spirit and soul. So you ask from them, say, please come, I need you. I need to be clear. I don't know about the soulmate I just met. I don't know about the business. I don't know if I need to do this or that. Help me. Use me. Here is my body. Use me. And the righteous soul start coming in and guide you. So when that righteous come and support you, okay, if you continue to behave good, he continue to be with you. No problem. But if that person, all of a sudden, you make a decision to go back to your dark side and you decided to steal. The righteous has nothing to worry. It will not affect him or her because he's just there to help. And at that moment that you start doing negative thing is when the righteous leave. One of the things that you know that the Ibur left you, all of a sudden you start to get angry for no reason. Sad, huh? When you get upset, just getting upset, really upset, it's already gone. Gone. Anger is the one thing that kick out the Ibur. The one thing. The one thing the Ibur I leave right away. Right away. Why anger? Because within anger is the only thing, unfortunately, that make the soul being damaged more than any other thing. It's the one thing that damages the soul completely. Every other negative thing we do is not as damage the soul as anger. It's shocking, right? Because everybody get angry. I'm not talking about just getting upset. I'm talking about throwing chair at each other, punching somebody, like becoming vicious. Okay, rage, if you want to call it rage. Okay, I don't think none of you ever did it, right? Thank God. So I'm okay. So the anger is getting the soul, the ibu out, and because of that, the person going back to the blind spot, and the mistake happening again. And then all of a sudden you see somebody running into the wrong relationship. You say, why? You woke up yesterday and then you're going back to the same thing. They can't help it. They don't see it. They don't see nothing. They're blind. So there is no point to tell them you're bothering them. You're hurting them. It's not right. Don't bother them. You say it one time and you look at them and they will look like they're under drugs or something. They will be like avoiding you. Like, what do you want from me? Stop it. They're getting very upset. Say, okay, no problem. I'm so sorry. My bad. Go back. Leave it. Just leave it as it is. Can do a lot for them. You can tell them light a candle, ask for answer if they want. Most of the time, they don't want to know. They don't want to know. You know how many people I met in my life that I was clear that they're damaging their life. Days and night. Not just with relationship, with everything. And I could help them and I could assist them, but there's no room. There is no room. I want to, but there is no room. What do you want me to do? But I pray for them, please, souls, righteous, go to them, visit them, wake them up, please, I'm begging. And then there's an awakening. Also, if you have children and they don't want to listen, you know, one of the things that you want to do is talk to those soul of righteous. Say, my son, my daughter have a blind spot. They're going in the wrong direction. I don't know how to help them. Remember, I had a mother who called me from Morristown, New Jersey, if you know where it is. So it's south from New York. And her son went on the wrong direction, really bad. And thank God we saved him, almost lost him. And started using heavy drugs, very heavy, everything, mix of everything. And he's a genius guy, so when she tried to explain to him that might damaging his body, he come up with explanation and books why it's actually assisting him than helping him. She or me were not smart enough to convince him the other way, physically. I could explain it in a spiritual way or motivational way, but I couldn't physically explain it to him. And his mom almost lost hope because his blind spot was terrible because it was addiction. And when somebody has suffered from addiction, what can you do? What can you do? There's nothing that you can do. And we pray, we meditate, light a candle, and out of nowhere, the kids ask for help. And we took him to Palm Beach, to one of the rehab center. He's doing well now. That's one case, and one case happened here in California with a wonderful father that thank God his son doing well. The reason I talk about it, because you can see the shift, and the shift doesn't make any sense. Also in a relationship, many times I see a husband who cannot help himself, he has to cheat on his wife. Have to. Can't help it. And good wife, good kids, good business, everything is perfect. It's just almost like he has to. It's almost like a demon went inside of him and he has to. And the wife found out, she was leaving him. It didn't help a lot. He was continuing to do what he did. Because the disease was not against her. It was internal. The blind spot that he's doing something wrong to himself, he couldn't see it. So he has an awakening, you know, no, not because I helped him, he has just an awakening, you know. He actually went to cheat again on his wife, and something went wrong, you know, something went wrong. He went on a trip, somebody stole his money, I think it was in Thailand, and he was devastated, he couldn't find his passport and his wallet, I think, he found something in the beach, he read the book, spirituality, he asked somebody, then eventually, so this struggling started making him think about divine. And he has an awakening, he started to meditate, And of course, when you're that far away from the light, you're that far away from the divine, your prayer being answered first. When you're close to the divine, you're on a waiting list. But when you're very far and you make a decision to change, you are the first on the list. You always have to remember that. When you feel you're the last, you are actually the first. When you think you're the first, you're the last. You have to remember that. Because from the divine point of view, from God's point of view, when you are so desperate, you're in the bottom. It's called when you're on the level of being poor. You're the first one on the list to be answered. And then all the Iburim, all those souls of righteous come to assist you and help you. Not one, a lot of them to elevate you right away. And he changed and he begged to his wife to change. They send him to one of those rehab in Louisiana. They find out he has some serious addiction. And he fixed himself. It took a long time, unfortunately, 6 months away from the kids, away from, it was a terrible story, but good end, you know, because when he came back, she wanted to leave him. It took time, years. I'm talking about years. After 3 years, it fixed. But he understood he was a different man. He makes less money, but he's very happy. Okay? So remember that the Ibur is something you want to ask, and when you ask for it, it will start guiding you. You wouldn't even know how it works. You know, it just start guiding you. And it takes 48 hours for it to work, so it's very short. Right away you ask, you light a candle, I'm begging you, righteous, and whoever you like, whoever is your righteous person, just ask. And they will come to you, through the dream, through something. I remember when I want to start that, you know, the vital transformation to start my organization, you know, my master came to me in the dream about 5 times. And then Debbie dreamed about the Rav sleeping between 2 of us and hug us. So she said, wow, the Rav came to me as well. And it was for us a very important sign of continuation and helping and supporting people. Then a lady from a different country called me. She doesn't even speak English. She told me I had a dream with the Rav that he asked me to tell you that you bless you and you should continue what he started. So I was very touched by that because a lot of time it's almost, those of you who know me, what I'm doing is like jumping into an ocean and looking for a piece of land to see that I'm in the right direction. So to get those signs, to get those assists, to see you here, to be able to teach, to be able to get a Torah for Shabbat, all those things happening a lot because of things from outside supporting us, okay? You have any question about the Ibur before I'm going into a little chakra? You have something that you want to ask? Yes? Yes, no? Yes, don't be shy. All right. So what we're going to do now, some of you are familiar with the chakra, you know about the chakra. Let me see, I'm good on time, good. So let's remove that cover, and I'm going to move to maybe here. Is it okay with the camera that I move here? You can see me still? Good. So I'm sure you're familiar with the chakra here. So basically, there is colors to the chakra. That's why I got different candles, you know, like white, green, orange, yellow, red, blue, and purple. Or white, if you want, okay? But what I'm trying to tell you, it's not just the color and the chakra and the location in the body. There is energy. When we talk about the sphirot is this, by the way, okay? This is the sphirot there. It's the tree of life. So the sphirot, as everybody can see, am I covering it? I'm sorry. All right. So the sphirot, my dear friend, are basically the whole concept, the whole idea of how the energy of the divine coming into this physical universe. So it's starting, of course, from the crown, Keter, what we call Keter, the crown is in Keter, and going all the way to Malchut. When Malchut in the chakra world, okay, is the foundation, okay, it's the foundation. Can we switch to the next page? Maybe I have it there, I think I have it. Yeah, here it is. So, let me move that. Okay, now we're doing better. So, the root chakra, okay, this is where the color is red, this candle, has to do with your blind spot in the area of survival. Meaning, you worry too much about money, you worry too much about survival, you worry about what's going to happen to me physically. What's going to happen to me? I'm afraid. It's called, if you want the name in Kabbalah, Malchut. The foundation, Malchut, is what you're sitting on. So when you worry about money, when you worry too much about your survival, you start to have a blind spot in the area of survival. Okay, so I want you to understand, okay? We're going to go through it fast, and then we're going to do some short meditation. Let's go to the next one, the next one. Okay, here we go. Okay, orange. Where is the color orange? I think this one, yeah. Orange, okay, I wrote sexuality, but it's not just sexuality. It also has to do with pleasure, enjoy life. Some people have guilt to have a good time. You know, people sometimes go with me to eat in a vegan restaurant and everybody's proper and this and that. Usually I order a sandwich there and I make a lot of noise when I eat. You know, and I put the Tabasco, whatever they have, and they say, what's going on? I say, I love my food. I'm in love with my food. So if you feel that energy is blocked, most probably in the area of sexuality, the area of fun, the area of being silly, you will have a blind spot. You will not understand why people are silly and stupid. But you gotta maybe buy, I tell it to a lot of my students, buy a book with jokes and start telling jokes to people. Open that up, open the orange up, okay? Be funny, be silly. And work with kids, work with young kids. Maybe roll on the floor, you know? It's gonna be alive a little bit more. Let's go to the yellow. Okay? I wrote power, okay? But there is many things in the yellow. It can be also security, feeling secure, feeling powerful. So some people, when they walk into the room, they think that they're supposed to be nobody. If you feel you're nobody, it doesn't make you humble. It makes you egomaniac. How can that be? Because you want everybody to know that you are humble. Humble people not being famous for being humble. If you're being famous for being humble, you're an egomaniac. So you gotta find a way that you feel good, that you walk into the room, become like, you walk in like everybody need to know I'm here. If that's the yellow is the issue, okay? Now, by the way, the color has to do with that a lot. If you, what's the name of that sunflower? Yeah, sunflower help it a lot. If you suffer from that insecurity issue, buy sunflower. Look at yellow thing. You love sunflower? Put it everywhere. Sunflower, they're shining. They are like open like that. They're beautiful, you know? Yellow. Wear yellow. Some people cannot wear yellow. Okay? Let's go to the next one. My favorite. Green. The green is in the heart area. Now, we know that the heart and the brain, when you were a fetus, they were together. If you look at the fetus in the video YouTube, see how they separate. The brain, the fetus is like that. And then the heart touches the brain. And then the, you know what I'm talking about? They separate. Brain go up, heart go down, but it's come from the same area. You know what I'm talking about? There's a fetus in the beginning, you see like little thing, then a spine. Next to the spine, there is a heart and brain in one piece, and then the brain go up, heart go down, whatever you want to call it. It's the same. Same. Your brain and the heart is the same. You just choose to do with a different thing. So the heart is not, why I love it, because I work on it for many years, is the ability to receive love, not just to give love. So for example, people tell me compliment. Till today, it's a little bit stuck there. Okay? Why is it stuck? Or either I enjoy it too much. That's unbalanced. Okay? If I enjoy it too much, why are you so thirsty for that? That's the issue too. Or if I'm saying, no, it's okay. Some people, you go to a woman, for example, women do it a lot because that's the main chakra that block. And so, oh my God, you look so beautiful. No, I just gained 5 pounds. Why you tell me that? Because the heart chakra is blocked and the energy of love cannot come in. Or you tell it to a man. You talk to a man about performance. Usually men get compliment about their performance. You tell a man, you did so well. I could do better. It's an issue to receive love, to receive compliment, to receive like people telling you, so it's blocked. Usually it has to do with your parents. It has to do with your parents. It doesn't mean it's their fault. Don't blame your parents. Just understand that issue needs to be fixed. I tell a lot of people to wear a silver necklace with a stone exactly in their heart area. Silver is the energy of sharing. Gold is the energy of receiving. Silver always open up everything and put a stone. Amethyst, diamond, emerald if you can afford it, But amethyst is the cheapest, so you can just put silver, and say, I love me. Who else want to love me? So then the energy comes, okay? Now, the area where it can be blind spot in that area is deceiving. Meaning you're going to meet people that cheat you, or you're going to meet the right people, but you wouldn't trust them. That's what it's blocked. It's very sad. So that's why I love to talk about that a lot, because I believe most of our universe is stuck in that area, not just me. You know, I work on that for 11 years just to remove that fear, you know, of people saying nice thing. Okay, next one, the neck, very important. I think we all have that issue, communication. So the idea of talking, the vocal communication, sometimes we lose our voice because we want to express something, but we can't say it. We don't know how to say it. So the way that I highly recommend that you do it, because if you do it and people watch you, they think you're crazy. The highest recommendation to people who suffer from communication issue, mean they're afraid to talk, is to go into a room, into your shower, when you're taking a shower, and just scream. But don't scream that people hear you, because it can be an issue. You know, just do it quietly in the shower. Do like, I will do it loud now. Say, ah, you know, ah. You have to practice that. And you need to think about light blue, the color, while you're releasing it. Ha! You know, you let it out. Ha! And let it out. And it will open your vocal. Okay? And you might look stupid in your own eyes. Don't worry about it. But the good news, once you open that, you will be able to say in few words what you mean. Because many times people come to talk and they do 20 minutes introduction to what actually they want to say. And people are getting tired. What do you want? What do you want? They have no idea what they want. Say, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I don't want you to get there, I want you to tell me what you want. They can't. Okay, so it's very, very important, okay? So the blind spot of those people is in communication. It's very tough for them. Please do this exercise, release it, release the voice. And if you want, I can give you also a meditation. I don't know if I have it today, but in one point, we can send it to you. Debbie can send it to your email. There's a meditation that you scan a certain letter that actually opening the voice, okay? Let's go to the third eye. Okay, the blue, this type of blue, what do you call it, indigo? What do you call that blue? Indigo, yeah? Okay, this is the intuition, my favorite part. I was born with that gift. I don't know why this lifetime I'm born with that gift, okay, to see things, to know people, to know their soul, to know what they're thinking. This is a great gift. It's not always a great gift, because it can make me judgmental. Okay, somebody walk into my territory. Territory means forearm. What would be 4 feet? 4 feet. So if you walk into my 4 feet area, this is my energy, I will know about the person all the information. What they did last lifetime, what they're going to do, everything. It's scary. So I went, and then I'm trying to talk different talk, but my mind's still going there. Woo. So the blind spot of the third eye is to be able to see without judging. It's difficult. So let's say I see someone who actually lie in my face. Lie, 100%, pure lie. You know, tell me, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, I can't believe this. You know, I have to be able, and I have to tell you, in the beginning of my spiritual journey, I used to get angry with people, upset with them. They're lying to me. What I did one time, it's a true story, it's a very powerful story, that actually didn't change me even then. I took one tape recorder. Somebody came, I used to travel all over the world to do reading for people, intuitive reading. So a lady came to see me. It was in Canada, Toronto, 28 years ago, 27 years ago. Very young, but people trust me, even I was young. And she started talking. So she lying to me, 100% pure lie. Everything is lies. I couldn't take it anymore. After 99 readings, she was 100. At 101 readings, she was 100. So I have 7 meetings a day, just enough already. I said, you're lying. No, I'm not. So I took the tape and I bought another tape recorder. That's so vicious. I'm thinking about what I did to her. And I record our conversation, and then I record the reading. So I'm stopping this and I let her listen to herself. So she heard herself lying to me. Said, you just say that, and now look at that tape, you're saying something else. You're a liar. And I'm telling her in her face. So she got out of my office after the reading, and she fainted. She fainted. They took her to a hospital. 2 hours later, her husband showed up with 2x4 to kill me.
Wow.
He came, yeah, it's a true story. He came. And I'm not so brave with my body in my hand. I'm good with my lips. I wasn't ready for negotiation. If he give me a time on the phone, I knew what to say, but it was, so I see him come from down the stairs. Thank God there was another teacher there to help me. And he came upstairs and said, and I said, he said, I'm the husband. And I said, listen, I have another reading. I don't know why I said this to him. This was my best one. I have another reading. Can I see you later? Bottom line, she went to hospital and they never have children. And 3 months after that, she became pregnant. And then 1 year later, she have a kid. That kid that she have, okay, she's 25 now, and 24, 25. Still, every time she see me, and you will ask her, why you love this guy? I say, I don't know. And they still thanking me, the husband and the wife. Say, I opened up something there. But look how I was before. I would see things, and then since that woman, thousands of people used to follow me to come to do a reading. I said, listen, I'm going to do 20% value of what you're asking. I can't do more than that. So it's good, but the dark side of it, judgment. The dark side, the blind spot. Let's go to the upper part. Okay. Crown chakra, the Keter, spirituality. This is nothing to do with you. Remember that. Nothing to do, it's not yours. The Keter, what is a Keter? Crown that you put on your head. It's not part of your head. So spirituality is the divine and you. You know, I just start writing a new book today, and the name of the book will be called The Brush of Leonardo da Vinci. And in this book, I'm explaining that the brush of Leonardo da Vinci has some ego, because the painting of different things, but it wasn't actually Leonardo, it wasn't the brush, it was Leonardo. So many times, that chakra has to do with ego. I know, I feel God, I feel the divine. But the truth of the matter is, it's not you. It's never you. It's whenever it has to do with your spirituality, is a gift of the divine. So what do we do with that? Where is the blind spot? Ego. When you start to feel that you're spiritual. Not when you start to feel that you're capable to make money. That's not the problem. It's not when you feel that you're running faster than your friend. That's not the problem. The worst ego is the spiritual ego. That's a blind spot. It's the most dangerous. Don't worry about other type of ego. Spiritual people ego is a nightmare. It's worse than the ego of somebody who drives a Ferrari in Rodeo Drive. That's not a bad ego. That's called the red ego, which means the foundation chakra. It's not a bad thing. It can be cured. The crown chakra ego, spirituality ego, very difficult to cure. It happened to rabbi, to priest, to public speaker, to spiritual people. It happened to leaders of spirituality. Okay? So one of the things when I teach, what I'm afraid is that specific blind spot. Because you don't see. So people start to believe in you instead of believing in the divine. You teach about the divine, but they're coming to you. So what happened? You become the divine. What happened to the divine? Forget about the divine. And that's one of the reasons, if you look at the Bible, in the 5 books of Moses, it's written that Moses' grave can never be found. The gift that God gave to Moses is never to be found. That was his gift. So nobody can ever respect him. It's amazing. Just think about it. Also Joseph. When Joseph died, they didn't bury him. They hid him under the Nile. Everybody asked why. And they say because if they found him, they would start worshiping him like God. So every time you worship a human like God, it's disturbing the crown chakra. For you and them. It's not just them. You both. It's create what we call in the 12th step, they call it codependent, which means create some codependency between student and teacher. The teacher mission is one, connect to the divine. That's it. If the teacher mission becomes, student become connected to the teacher lost what he meant to do. So it's very, very important. It's very good to believe in teacher. It's part of the Mishnah, part of the Talmud, part of the Torah. It's good, but it cannot be replaced than believing in the divine, connected to the divine. Yeah, okay, I want to make sure it's clear. Now, let's go back to our chakra. Let's cover that screen. Thank you. We're getting into more modern stuff. I mean, everything here that you see, thank God, was coming from our generous people. One brought different things into the house, and that's how it works here. Thank God. So we're building up slowly. You know, it's unbelievable. So what I'm going to do with you now, I want you to go through your body. Is it okay if I sit? Is the camera? Whatever? Okay. I want you to go to your body and basically put your two hands together, okay? And when you put the two hands together, I want you to feel like there is a ball of light between your two hands. Okay, if you can feel that, there is like magnetic field. You're supposed to feel that magnetic field between your two hands. And if you want to help yourself feel it even more, you're going to go and, use your hand going in a circle like that until you can separate it a little bit so you can feel there is like a little ping pong ball size between your hand. Okay? You can feel a magnet between the two hands. It's a beautiful feeling. Almost like the plus and minus in a magnet. If you're there, don't move it too much because that's your energy going to your body. And now I want you to go from the root chakra to your spine, all the way to the crown, to the Keter. And see, where do you feel you need more light? Is it the red, yellow, orange, green, light blue, blue, purple, white? What is the color that catching your spirit you most? That you feel this is where you block. Go to your spine and feel it. Don't try to understand the meaning of it. Try to feel the color of it and the energy. So go through the color and feel it. Good. Slowly, slowly put your hand on your knee, okay? And share with one person or two people in a group of three, in a group of two. Share what did you feel. Share, so compare what you just went through. Go ahead, talk to each other. You can talk to each other. You can do three together or two together. No, you can do two. Let them be three. That's good. Debbie, you want to do an exercise with me together in a second? What we're going to do, once they finish, what we're going to do, it's on, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to do a chakra check on each other. Okay, back to back, you're going to check where I need help, and I'm going to check where you need help. כאילו לעבור צ'קרה צ'קרה, לראות את זה, בסדר? אז רק אני אשים את זה רגע. So like this, I'm going to explain it. So we see where everybody's stuck. I think it's very nice, no? It's very, very nice. Very, very nice. You ready to go to the next level? I wanted to work with you on something. תביא לה מים. What we're going to do next, what we're going to learn to do next, is to check on each other, chakra, to check where are we doing, okay? It's going to open up a lot of stuff. It's going to open up a lot of stuff. So we basically, I'm going to show you on Debbie, okay? We're going to basically focus on the back, on the spine. Coming from the crown, okay, all the way to the bottom. And we're going to use the hand, like what we did before. But this time, we're going to use the hand. Now, better to do it with people that you don't know than people you know, because you know their issue. So, but if you trust yourself that you're not going to have an agenda, okay, so go ahead and do it with people you know. It really doesn't matter, okay? So why don't you divide to two if the number, okay? Is it even? If it's not even, we will help you, okay? So you're two.
Yeah, it is.
Two.
It's even.
It's even perfectly. So find a partner. Find a partner, please. You can be together. It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys want. Whatever work for you, work for you. You have, everybody has someone? Ellen, who is Ellen going to do it there?
Everybody is, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, go do it. Go do it with him. Yeah, the camera is okay. So what I want you to do, yeah, it's okay. Leave the camera like this. I'm not going to move. So what I want you to do is put your two hands together. Those of you start. The one who is everything been done to them is a blessing. Close your eyes and open your hand. Put it next to your body. Good. Lose control. And then go with your hand to the spine. 3 times up and down. And whenever you're going to feel magnetic field, you have to remember that exactly where it is. Okay, so it's going to be 3 times.
Where is what?
Where do you feel more magnetic field, more energy? You're going to feel where it's blocked.
Block.
Okay? When there is no vibration back to your hand, that's exactly the area where there is no energy coming there.
So if it pulls,
If you feel the energy there, then it's alive. If there is no energy, that's the block area. But you need to remember that, where it was. Remember, starting from red all the way to purple. If you're done, you can go back to your seat and then we're going to summarize it. Oh, you didn't do that? Oh, we did already. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, sorry about it. Sorry, I wasn't clear. Everybody going to sleep well tonight. That's a good news.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You just go, form your head, start to feel the color, start to feel the energy. You're feeling your energy in your hand, so it's going to feel warm wherever it's working. Wherever it's not working, there's no energy coming back to your hand. Then you know it's blocked. Please remember the spot. Please remember the spot. Yeah, you can do it now opposite. No, not yet. Not yet. You did it to each other? It's amazing, huh? Oh, really? Here? All right. New friends. New friend, that's good. No, we don't speak about the issue yet. We're sitting, we're going back to our seat, okay? When I'm going to summarize what we did tonight. And then we're going to talk later. Hold it a little bit. Hold the communication. Wonderful. So, what we did two things. First, we feel what we think is going on with us. And then we have a partner who will tell us what they think going on with us. And that's why I want to keep it after the lecture that you talk to each other, okay? So you can talk to each other, so it's keep it inside, talk to each other, maybe stay friendly with each other, maybe there is something going on, there is a connection. Nothing is by coincidence. And the idea is like that. What we studied, right? Basically, we study about the blind spot that come from your soul, from a different part of the soul. Cain, Abel, Adam, Eve. You know, your soul is a foundation, is before your parents made you. Second thing we study is Ibur. Ibur means a soul that coming into this life to support you, to assist you, to guide you, to making sure you're making it. Now you gotta ask for help. Sometimes those souls can be your father, your grandfather, your teacher from another lifetime, your teacher from this lifetime, you know. So every person have friends up there. Why not to ask? They coming and they enjoy that when you ask because they can assist you and in the same time do a wonderful thing. The third thing we studied was the chakra. The system of the chakra, what the Kabbalists call Etz HaChaim, tree of life. Tree of life is basically meditation we're going to do this Friday night with the fruit, with the thing. I'm sure most of you will be with us. So the tree of life is living inside of us. It's inside. So when something is blocked, then the energy will not go to the fruit, will not go to wherever it needs to go. So it's nothing to be ashamed to discover the blind spot. Be excited when you discover. So if your friend after the class will tell you, hey, foundation chakra is kind of blocked, you know, I didn't feel there nothing, but your spirituality is amazing. But, or they will tell you, hey, your purple is missing. I don't even feel anything there. What's going on there? Don't be ashamed, nothing to be embarrassed, actually to be happy, because now you know what to work on. Clarity is the name of the game. Knowing what needs to be done is the name of the game of spirituality. Not just doing the right thing. Doing the right thing is wonderful, but knowing what's the wrong thing is even better. If you know what your blind spot is, you should celebrate. Celebrate, make a party. If you discover what's wrong with you, celebrate. If you're going to make a sale and your communication is terrible and they tell you say this, say that, and you do better, why not? I remember that the first job that I got when I was maybe 13 or 14, I go and find a job to impress my parents that I can find a job. I was fired after the 4th day. But I was lucky because the boss called me to his office and it was a factory that making different pieces for cars and airplane. And all what I have to do is like a metal thing that I have to shape it and put it in a box. That's it. And the boss called me and said to me, listen, you're a very nice kid. And you're smart and you have a future. I'm watching you. But you know, you're taking way too many breaks. Break for tea, break for sandwich. And I said, wow, you saw it? How did you see it? I didn't even see it. I said, well, that's my job to see it. So he said to me, but listen, I want to teach you about life. And he was sitting with me and teach me about life. He didn't have to. What I'm trying to say is, life guide you. I was embarrassed of what he told me in the beginning, but that lesson stayed with me till today. When I was in high school, I moved from being #1 in my elementary school in all the country into the best high school in Israel, and then I did terrible because everybody was genius there. So I was looking like, oh my God, I'm not doing well here. This is bad. So I remember it was a math teacher that came to teach us math, and he was looking at us like we're all capable. And he said, wherever I want to stay at night, I will help you. So I stayed at night. His name was David, the son of David. That's his name, David, the son of David. I will never forget his name. So I was 15. I still remember. Why? Because he teach me lessons about life. He teach me that I don't know what they've been required for me to know. So when people come and correct you, don't be panicked. Don't get upset. Don't cry. They love you. So they come to correct you. They try to tell you what's wrong with you, so everything will be right with you. This is good news. So your blind spot just been discovered. That's why a lot of time in addiction, if you read the 12-step book, people get nervous when people discover what's wrong with them. But actually what's wrong with you, that's the best part about you. It's not something, you're not wrong. What has been done with your action is wrong, or your thought, or your words. And it's fixable if you just agree that it's wrong. The first step of everything to change, to agree that what I'm doing is wrong. Then 70% is already done. But if you disagree that what you're doing, saying, or thinking is wrong, you will never be able to change it. So the blind spot is a blessing. When you discover your blind spot, it will be a blessing. Before I let you go, I think next week, Debbie? Yes. Next week we're going to start talking about relationship. To be more the deep side of love and relationship from a spiritual point of view. And how people are together. I choose to call it love and loneliness. The reason I call it love and loneliness is because people enjoy being alone, even if they are in a relationship. You know, thank God we have computer today, we have TV, we have this, we have that, we have phone, we have that, we have that. We have game, we have that, we have the car, we have the radio. You're alone, you're basically alone. But you're in love, right? You're in love for a few hours. So society is pushing us to be alone. And we need to learn to be together. That's what we're going to do for 2 weeks, by the way. It's called Love and Loneliness. You can listen to my video. There is a video online on my Facebook. And listen to it. It's a 7-minute video. It was done very well. And again, I thank you very much for coming tonight. Before you say thank you for the lecture, tell each other what's going on in your life. Thank you. Thank you. Now talk to each other, please.